Hello YouTube and fellow Batman fans, welcome back to my channel Grey John. I'm your host John. Today I'm doing my DX19 Hot Toys with the Hot Toys Batpod and the Fire Toys Catwoman with the Feisty body. A lot of people have been saying that they can't fit their figures to the Batpod. You can't get your Batman figures or your Catwoman figure to actually fit on the pod itself. What I've done to make mine fit is to remove these. There's two screws under here, so I've removed the two screws and moved this forward by about 10 mil. You drill a 1.5 mil hole on each side, put the screws back in, and boom, there it is, ready to rock and roll. And you can actually make your figures fit then. Technically, Hot Toys should have made that posable, so you could move it up and down to actually get your figures to fit, but they did not. Excuse me. If you are thinking of buying the Batpod, I would hold off for about a year. Hot Toys made tons of them. When I was in Hong Kong, they were selling for as little as £150, and that's a really small amount of money for this particular vehicle. It is a lovely vehicle. It looks really good. I mean, I got mine second hand. I paid about £130 for it, so I'm okay with that. But Hot Toys have made so many of these now that the price is just going to plummet. So I would definitely hold off and get one when you can get one at 150 quid. Why not wait? With the Fire Toys Catwoman, I've had to. There's a lot of work involved in that, and the pose that she's in is not my pose. I stole this pose from a statue. I can't remember which studio did the actual statue, but I really liked the pose on it. Couldn't afford to get the statue. Already had the Batpod and the Fire Toys figure anyway, so I've stuck a new Feisty body in her, cleaned her up. I've had to put product in the hair. I've had to cut the hair, and with the hands were they're pretty much like this, just the standard, cheap hands. What I've done is I've heated them up, used the knife to cut the fingers all the way around, and heated them up again and just interlocked them so that they're sort of interlocking hands. It's not perfect, but it does look quite good. It looks quite effective because the statue had the fingers sort of crossed but extended. I tried that, but it just looked ridiculous. Once they're bent, they're bent. So it had to be sort of that pose. But it does look really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. If I take the camera out from there, it's going to wobble a second. It does look super cool. I am absolutely blown away with how that looks. That looks really, really good. I'm happy with it. With the DX19, if you already have the DX12, I genuinely wouldn't bother, but it is a beautiful figure. It's a really, really good figure. Should it have been a DX? Probably not. But Hot Toys kept the price down on it. I mean, I think it cost me, what, £160, which is, that's really good, considering what the DX12 was going for at points. This is a really good figure, and it is technically a better figure than the DX12. The costume is definitely better. It's more pronounced. The chest is larger. The eyes are really, really nice on this guy. I don't know if you can see those from there, but it is really, really nice. It's coming out quite dark, but I'm doing it at night because I get very little time to do these. I do like it. Is anybody else who's got the DX19, by the way? Does the mouth keep falling out of yours? Because the mouth keeps falling out of mine. They just tap the back of the head, the mouth falls out. So it's not in great. But when I first got the bike, I bought the Catwoman to go on the bike. Didn't work too well, so I bought the DX02 because it was really cheap at the time. People were just throwing them away basically, and I had the case made around that because it's got its own special case, its own special shelf. It requires it. I think it's that kind of dynamic display that it requires its own case. But the DX19 is taller. So I've now only got about 5 mil clearance from the top of that case once I put the lid back on it, but it looks great. The snow is just polystyrene basically. And when I had the DX02 in there, because I couldn't fit it on the bike, I made a cape posing stand so that the cape was really flowing in the wind alongside of the bike. So he was standing a little more to the right and had his hand as if he was holding on the handlebar and if he was going to get on the bike with his cape flowing in the wind. It did look really effective. I do like the cape on the DX19. It does fit really plush down. It fits a lot closer than any of the other Batman figures I've seen. But you've got to clip it in right. It really has to click right in. Both sides click in. I didn't do it on the DX02. I didn't click in, so I just stood a little proud. But this one's a much thinner cape, and it just looks really nice. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't want to get a custom one for it because they did do a really good job of it this time, which is good. I like the way Hot Toys do that when they do a really nice job. But that just, wow, that just looks really good. I really like the way that looks. And yes, I stole the pose. Who doesn't? Come on. And it has taken me quite some time to actually get to this. I think I started this probably, it's taken me about 4 hours to get this far. But obviously it was heating up the hands, cutting the hair, putting gel in, putting the body inside the costume, getting the costume to look right. So yeah, it takes a long time to pose. Anybody who's posed a 1/6 scale figure would understand. It takes a long time, especially these Batman ones. You've got to get it to look just right, and you walk away from it, it's not looking just right. You think, you go back and you touch one thing, and you're there for another hour and a half. Anyway, I hope you like it. I do. I'm happy with it. I will see you in the next video. I might do a hand painting video on the next one, just to show you how to paint these the hands that you get, because they're not so great. Okay, you guys have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.